Hey everyone, this is going to be a real quick download. There's like somebody that has been lying about your age, trying to play you as being older than you are. Okay, take it as it resonates, but I'm really getting this is somebody who's pretending that you're older than you actually are, because you're somebody that you are like barely out of high school, you're barely out of college, you're decades younger than the people that are in their like 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, or you're like if you're not decades younger, then it's like somebody is in their late 30s or something, and you could be like in your early 20s. And they've been trying to say make up all these fucking lies about how they know you or how they know of you, because they want to obfuscate the real reason that they know of you, the real reason that they're targeting you. And they've been in like some really petty, jealous, competitive, bitter, slanderous energy towards you. But like the real reason that they're targeting you has nothing to do with all the reasons that they made up, or the real reason that they know of you has nothing to do with the reasons that they made up. They don't have a personal connection to you on any level other than like they're targeting you, they're attacking you. This could be somebody who is committing crimes against you, or this could be somebody that's like some type of a diabolical cultist. They're committing crimes even on a spiritual level, and you are their target for energy harvesting, for sacrifice, because you have a powerful, abundant cosmic genetic inheritance, because they're colluding as part of a criminal conspiracy against you. Somebody could have tried to lie and said that they know you for however many years. They knew you since high school. They had all this personal information about your life. Somebody could have said that you dropped out of high school. They could have said that you never went to college, or that like you dropped out of university, And they acted like they had this personal connection to you, like they had been friends with you, like they had known you in some kind of a setting, like in high school, or like that you had ever been co-workers. That like it's really something to do with your academics. Like somebody made up a bunch of lies about your academics because this was how they were pretending to have a personal connection to you, but they also wanted to put you down and make you seem like you were dumb, make you seem like you were nothing, like you were worthless. Like try to underplay you, or like try to put you in a position of like somebody could have said that you worked in the service industry, or that like you didn't have job prospects, or that like you would never be able to get into university, that somebody lied about you failing standardized. Like somebody just made up a whole bunch of lies about your academic history, but they're still trying to lie about your age because they know that it makes no sense for them to even know this information, or have ever gone to high school or college, or like been in any context around you, because you are decades younger than the person that has made up all these fucking lies. It's like you're basically a kid in comparison to this person. If you're not like a literal, like not that you're literally like a teenager or something, but rather it's like you're in your early 20s and somebody is like damn near 40, or like older than 40 years old, going after you and making up all these lies that they knew you in high school, when it's literally not possible, because it's at least a decade that separates your age from this person's. And they're so scared for people to find out. They're so like, somebody is scared for a whole town, or for one person in particular, to find out like how old that you actually are, or like how there's no way for this person to have had a personal connection to you, or for them to like have had the type of personal connection that they said that they had. Like it's literally not possible for you to have grown up with somebody. It's not possible for you to have gone to school with a person, because they're way too fucking old for it to make sense. Like you weren't even fucking born. Or by the time like they were in high school or something, you would have been like in elementary school. It just doesn't make sense. But somebody like is trying to keep up this illusion. It's also because like if it were to come out like how young you actually are compared to this person, like they would have to, basically everybody would know that like there's an ulterior motive, or there's other reasons why this person knows of you, or why they were going so hard slandering you and making up all types of bullshit about you. And there's other reasons why somebody pretended to have a personal connection to you in order to make it make sense, because they wanted to obfuscate the real reasons why they knew of you and were going so hard targeting you and slandering you. And it's like somebody basically like they tried to like put you down for not having reached certain milestones, or for they're not doing anything in their career, they haven't finished college or something. But it's like you're way too fucking young for that to even make sense. Or it's like somebody's trying to compete with you or make you out to be like you're a rival to them or something like that. But it's like you're way too young for it to even make sense. Like somebody is trying to compete with you or compare to you, or like make these comparisons or make these judgments about your life and the milestones that you have or have not reached, and all this other shit. But it's like they're like 40 something and they're like trying to compete with or compare themselves to somebody that's like at least a decade younger than them. So it's like, why the fuck would somebody that's barely out of high school or barely out of college be well established in their career? Why the fuck would somebody who's barely out of high school, barely out of college have like 50 children, or be married to someone? Like all these like fake milestones or fake accomplishments that somebody is like trying to judge you for not having achieved. It's like you're way too fucking young for it to make sense. Like you're at an age where you're still discovering yourself, or you're still trying to like figure life out, and all this other shit. Or like you're going through all types of shit, and somebody is basically like way fucking older, trying to make it seem like you're as old as they are, and like you haven't reached this or that milestone, you haven't done this this or that with like your life. And I'm getting like, it's really energy if it's not even true, like number one, but it's not, it just doesn't make sense on the level of how old you actually are, number two. But it's not true on the level of like somebody said you dropped out of high school, it did not happen. Like I'm really getting there's somebody that's like, it makes it look even worse or even weirder for this person, because it's like you could actually have been the type that like you were always very accomplished academically, so it's clear that this person does not know you, or if they ever did know of you or know anything about you, like they're just jealous of you on the level of your intellect and of your academic accomplishments, because you could have been like graduated with honors from high school and or college. You could have been somebody that was like in like gifted programs, or somebody that only went to like, you know, like high level sort of classes, or you could have been like the valedictorian. When I say high level, I mean like you had honors, you had APs. Like there are some people, if you had any personal experience with this like I do, like there are some people that only take honors, that only take AP. There are some schools that only offer those things and they don't have regular classes because it's not for like regular people. Like you have to test into it. You could like have, so if you're barely out of high school, like that could be your situation, that you're academically accomplished, not like far from a fucking dropout, or like if you have gone to college, like again, you went to university, you could have gotten into university on scholarships, you could have had a certain GPA at university, you could have graduated with honor, like et cetera, et cetera. Like there's all types of ways in which like somebody has completely falsified having a personal connection to you when they're way too old, and they said all types of things about your education history, about your academic success or like career success that just like they're not even true and they don't make sense on the level of how old you are or not compared to the person that's lying about this. But they truly don't want anybody to figure out that they've made all this shit up about you, or like to question like why are they going after somebody that's so young, and why would they lie about somebody that's so young, having any personal connection to them, or like, oh, like trying to make it seem like somebody so young is like a loser for going through things that young people go through, like not being a high roller in their career when they're like just starting their fucking career, trying to figure out what the fuck the career is supposed to be like. And sorry for like the garbling, but it's like somebody really, they don't want this to get out. There's throat chakra resistance because somebody like they had so much shit to say, but they now like don't want anybody to figure this out, and they're going to be in this energy like blah, 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 like sounding stupid as fuck. When people start to ask them these questions, like it's like, but they just really want it to continue to make sense. So they're keeping up these illusions about your age or like how they knew you. And I'm getting is like somebody wants to prove that you grew up in a place that you did not grow up. And it's all because somebody has to keep up, they feel the need to keep up these illusions in order to escape exposure, in order to escape justice for the things that they've actually done to you and the real reasons why they're targeting you. Because they knew that if people knew how young you are, the fact that this person cannot have a personal connection to you, you did not grow up around this person, you did not go to high school with them, you did not grow up in the place that they said you grew up, when they were trying to come up with alternate excuses and explanations as to how they know of you, let alone know you on a personal level, which they don't. Like people would know like for a fact that they have targeted you, that they're part of some type of like targeting you for like spiritual crimes or targeting you for literal crimes, like they're part of a criminal conspiracy. They have all types of ulterior motives, and that's the only reason why. But it's like somebody also just could not shut the fuck up. They could have just gotten away with it if they had not like told, like if they had not spoken on you or like made up all these lies to all these other fucking people. The same people that they are now afraid of figuring out, like the not just the lies that this person told, the extent, the lies that everything was a fucking lie, but also why this person lied, why this person would pretend like they had a personal connection to you, why this person would have a motive to cover up how they knew you, or why they were targeting you. So it is going to be. Thank you so much. I really feel like super chapter, and you know, they talk to you later this week of society. And I'm sorry for getting here, but it's like somebody is really truly like somebody is really truly. Just look down and ask somebody that like imagine somebody that's like in your late 30s, 50, 60, 70 years old, and she like lies about somebody that's barely out of high school, or somebody that's in their early 20s. Trying to compete, trying to be a writer, trying to end up and use these objects with all these other fucking people. Against a teenager, or against somebody that's like, they're like, they basically a child compared to the person that's in their careers and saying all this. And a bunch of old ass people running behind this person to attack a kid. They realistically doing it viciously. The whole time, like, I don't believe that they're attacking somebody that's at least like the age of them. But it's like these people that have been with this person, they don't have to like, they know what they do. Because like, you can mention it, like, you basically very against fucking trying to trouble you. You have to promote your actual age, or like, you need to be very obvious how old you actually are. Still trying to play it down. People are just crazy. The whole fucking business is like, you know, it's a talent. And so that's what I think that you really do is like, go down like that's the only type thing. Against people that against some of the adults in the community, they're supposed to have like more responsibility and more stuff. But like they're not people